Hello and welcome to Yoga with Jenny. I'm Jenny and I just wanted to say thank you to the patrons for supporting this channel. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to offer this for you. So let's get started. We're going to be doing a strong Vinyasa sequence today. We'll do some core, we'll work some hips, our shoulders. So let's get started by coming to our backs. As you come onto your back, find a comfortable position. I know for everyone, not everyone, feet together, knees wide is comfortable. So feet wide, knees together, or maybe you're extending the legs. So see what feels best. And then I want you to activate your lower abdominals, lift your lower back, and then scoop your tailbone forward. Rest your hands on your low belly. And then inhale, feel your low belly, fill the palms, fill the fingers. Exhale, feel your hands melt down into the belly. Continue to breathe in and out through the nose. Feel your body gently settling into the rhythm. And then begin to allow any thoughts, anything still lingering on the mind to gently fade into the background. Feeling it wash off the body. On your next inhale, offer your intention for your time here today. Whether that's being a little bit more present, focusing on your breath, allowing yourself to be here on your mat. Seal that intention in on your next inhale. And exhale, gently sigh out the breath. Bring your hands to your thighs and let's close those knees together. Bring them into our chest and take a few rocks side to side. Massage the low back. Make circles with the knees. Gently switch directions. And then taking your hands behind your thighs, let's stretch through the legs, hug those thighs and get a nice stretch as you press through the heels. And then hold on to your right thigh, send your left leg forward. Press through that left heel and let it float above the mat. Drag your heel of the right leg side to side, like you're making an arch. Take a few more sways side to side. Hold that right leg at center, and then switch. Hold the left leg, press the right heel forward. And begin to sway the left heel side to side. Just warming up those hamstrings. And come back through center, hold, and switch. This time we'll hold and switch, pressing into our hands as they clasp the back of our thighs. Now the next time your right leg comes into your hands, I want you to hold there. And then soften the chin, but lift the shoulders up. So now your shoulder blades are off the mat. Keep your lower back flat against the mat and hug the low belly in. And now switch the legs out. Steady breath. 2 more. And coming back through center, let's extend those legs up. Keep the shoulders lifted. Reach the fingertips towards your toes. Little lifts. Inhale. Exhale, soften. Inhale. Exhale, soften. Don't worry about touching the toes. I want you to keep your legs still. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw down. Keep going at your own pace. Five more. And lower the shoulders. Keep your knees over your hips and bend into those legs. Knees are about hips width apart, so just to look, you can usually fit both knuckles between your knees. And then let's reach those arms straight up again. From here, let's extend through the right leg and reach the left arm back. So your right arm and left leg are staying as still as you can keep them. Exhale, bring it back in. Other arm, other leg. Inhale, the right arm back, left leg back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, open the body. Exhale, bring the arm and leg back in. Keep going at your own pace. And then however low you want to extend the arm and extend the leg, that is up to you. Make sure it feels good for the lower back. So if you're feeling any tightness, any disagreement with your lower back, I suggest extending the leg out at a 45. Take that variation for yourself instead. All right, let's do 2 more on each side. Coming back through center, give your knees a nice big hug. Lift your forehead towards those knees. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands behind your thighs, and let's take a few rocks along the spine or roll off to one side. Coming up to your seat, we'll find our ankles crossing. Hands come to your knees and take a few circles with the hips, circles with the chest. Keeping that heat, keeping that fire that we've been building with our abdominals. Switch directions if you haven't already. And then coming back through center, inhale, lift the arms, look up, exhale, twist to the right. Look over that back shoulder. Lift through the crown of the head, broaden through the collarbone. Inhale back through center, exhale, twist now to the left. Inhale back through center, exhale, side body stretch over to the right. So that left hand can either reach overhead or hand can come to shoulder, just depending on how things are feeling today. And let's begin to draw some circles with that arm. If your hand is to your shoulder, draw circles with your elbow. Switch directions. Inhale, come back up and switch sides. Reach over to your left. And then when you're ready, start to make those circles. And switch. All right, coming back through center, let's switch opposite ankle in front. From here, I want you to cross your right arm under your left arm. Give yourself either a big hug or find eagle arms. Inhale, lift those elbows, lift the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, draw it in. Let's do 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. And exhale, drop the elbows. Inhale, bring them up. Release, switch, opposite arm underneath. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, draw in. Feel the upper back opening up. Keep moving. Inhales to lift. Exhales to draw the elbows in. And exhale, drop the elbows in. Inhale, open the arms up. Nice big stretch. And exhale, let's find tabletop. Plant your palms down. Press down into the tops of your feet. And take a few rounds of cat-cow here. Lifting the chest forward, lifting the tailbone. And then as you exhale, round through the spine, round through the back body. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back through center. On your next exhale, let's walk the hands forward and find puppy dog pose, letting the forehead come down. Palms press in. Root down into the fingertips and let those armpits open up as you drop your chest. Feel this work in the shoulders. Keep pressing down into the tops of your feet. And then press into the palms. Keep your right hand forward and thread the left arm underneath. Thread the needle. Right hand can stay forward, or you can bring it to rest on that lower back. Now, option if you'd like, extend through the right toes. Further option to lift that foot off of the floor. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1, bring that knee back down. Right hand presses down. Inhale, we lift that left arm up. Let's walk the hands forward again, coming back into puppy dog. Breathing into the back body, softening those shoulder blades. And then press down into the left hand, lift up, and thread the right arm underneath. Option to take that left hand to the low back. And then curl those left toes under if you'd like. And then option 2, float that foot. Coming back through center, walk your hand forward and release. Let's walk those hands in, curl our toes under, and find our way into our down dog. Begin to walk out those heels. All right, from our down dog, let's begin to come up high onto the toes. Look to our thumbs, and I want you to lift that tailbone even higher. So really bend into those knees, bring your ribs to your thighs, and try to keep your ribs and thighs connected as you gently tiptoe to the front of your mat. Finding a forward fold. Bend a lot into those knees, even more than you think you need to, and reach for opposite elbows or rest your hands on the back of your head. So really feel the weight of the body as it hangs forward. Release the hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Feel nice and long, stretch through the arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, on our next inhale, let's lift through the arms, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Nice long fold, soften the backs of the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. One more time, inhale, root to rise, lift and lengthen. Feel the tailbone draw down. Exhale, hands to heart center. Feel that length as you lift through the crown of the head. Broaden the collarbone. Inhale, keep that collarbone broad, lift the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, plant the palms as close as you can to the outer edges of your feet. So let your fingers be in line with your toes. Palms press in. Inhale, halfway lift a little. And then bend into the knees, but keep the chest reaching forward. Step back, high plank. From there, press forward to the tips of the toes and either keep the knees lifted or lower them down. Come all the way to the belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Draw the shoulders back, elbows back, root down into the tops of the feet. Exhale, press into those palms, curl the toes under, and find downward facing dog. Let's pause here for about 3 or 4 breaths. You can sway the hips a little more side to side. And then on our next inhale, let's come up to the toes again. Look to the thumbs, bend those knees, bring the ribs to the thighs, lift the sit bones, and slowly step to the front of your mat. Inhale, come straight into your halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, root to rise, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hands straight through heart. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, long fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, high plank or modified plank. Lower down to the knees. And then all the way to the belly. Press down into the tops of the feet. Baby cobra option here. This time, I want you to send your arms back and interlace the fingers. So we're finding just a variation of lotus. So half lotus here. Or sorry, locust. Shalimbasana, opening up the upper body. Pull the knuckles back, reach through the crown of the head. Keep pressing down into the tops of the feet. 3 more breaths. And gently release, soften the elbows, unleash the grip, hands come down, make your way back up to downward facing dog. All right, from down dog, let's inhale to the toes, look to our thumbs, and exhale to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, rise up. And then as you exhale, I want you to bring your hands to heart, sit back, Utkatasana, chair pose. So make sure your knees are about hips width or ankles width apart, whatever feels more comfortable. If big toes are touching, that's fine, but keep that little gap that your ankles have and save that for your knees as well. Option to lift through the arms, lift through the fingers, pull the hips back. Feel your hip creases pulling back and feel your tailbone still drawing down, not lifting up, but drawing down. Exhale, hands through heart center, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step the left foot back, crescent lunge. Inhale, lift through the arms and find that length through the side body. Feel a little more lift through that back leg. And send your right knee a little further forward. Holding here for 3, for 2, and on one, hands come down, send your right leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Lower the toes down. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, look forward to that left thumb and step your left foot forward. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Holding here for 3, 2, And on one, hands come down. Let's step that left foot back. High plank. Take your vinyasa of choice here. So you can go through chaturanga, you can do modified, or you can go straight back to down dog, your choice. Now, on our next inhale, let's come up to the toes, look to the thumbs, exhale to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, sit back, chair pose, hands to heart or arms lifted. Holding here for 3, for 2, and on 1, hands through heart, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, step your right foot back this time, crescent lunge. Lift through the arms. Holding for 3, for 2, and on 1, lower the hands down. Let's send our left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, lower the left toes. Inhale, lift the right foot, lead with the heel. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge, lift and lengthen through the arms. Exhale, let the hands come down, step the right foot back, high plank, make your way to down dog, however you'd like. All right, on our next inhale, let's come up to the toes, look to our thumbs, and make our way to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift and lengthen. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Find a little more length through the tailbone. And then let's lower the hands through heart, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, plant the palms. Step your left foot back. And then this time we are going to find crescent lunge. However, now I want you to float that back knee above the floor. So really let it sink down. Feel your hips get nice and heavy. Holding here for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and on 1, lower the hands down to frame the front foot. Lift the back leg, standing split. So really lift, spread those left toes, and then hug your right hip crease back. You can even take a hand to your your right leg. And then let's return to that crescent lunge. Lower the left toes down, but instead of lifting the arms, lower the back knee, shift the hips back, half split Ardha Hanumanasana. Hold here for 3, for 2, and on 1, bend back into the front leg, lift your back knee, and let's step our right leg, send it up and back, 3-legged dog. Lower the right foot down. Now inhale, come up to the toes, look to your thumbs. Exhale, hop or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Holding for 3, for 2, and on 1, hands through heart, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back, crescent lunge. Inhale, rise, and then sink that back knee. Holding for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and on 1, hands come down, back leg lifts. Reach through your heart and pull the left hip back. Spread those right toes nice and wide. And then we lower that back foot, letting the toes come down, let the knee come down, shift the hips back, half split Ardha Hanumanasana. Holding for 3, for 2, and on 1, bend back into that front leg, lift the back knee, send your left leg up and back, 3-legged dog, and lower down the left foot. All right, now have your feet at least hips width apart, and then let's walk the hands in about a handprint or 2, just depending on what your body needs. We're taking a down dog twist here, so start with the right hand grounding down, and we're taking that left hand and reaching for the right leg. So maybe you hold the calf, Maybe a little lower on the leg. Maybe you can find the ankle or the heel, but you are pulling the body underneath that right arm, and you're making your hips center. So here it's very easy to let them go to the right, but we are drawing them over, hugging ourselves in. And gently release, walk those hands out forward. Find a high plank and feel all that length in the right side of the body. Walk the hands back in. And now we'll do the other side. So the left hand grounds down and right arm reaches. Draw yourself underneath your body. And look forward, walk the hands forward, high plank. Make your way through a vinyasa if you'd like. Otherwise, we're all going to lower to our knees and sit back into a child's pose. So let's start by stretching out that spine, inch the fingertips forward. Tent the palms. All right, coming back through center, find downward facing dog. Inhale to the toes. Exhale to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, sit back, Utkatasana chair pose. Holding here for 3, for 2, and on 1, hands through heart, fold forward. Ground into your right foot, step the left foot back, ground the whole foot down. Inhale, rise. Warrior 1 now. So square into those hips. Make sure your shoulders are square to the front of the mat and that tailbone is drawing down. Lift through the fingertips. Feel that length through the side body. Holding here for 3, 2, and on 1, I want you to tilt from the pelvis and come forward. Send the arms back. Reach through the heart. So feel your ribs hugging away from the top of your thigh and your belly button drawing in, even though your torso is trying to get closer to the top of that thigh. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, twist to your right. Open the arms. Look over the back shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, straighten through the front leg, fold forward, pyramid pose. Hands can come to blocks or the floor here, or you can rest them on your leg. Most important thing here, let that right hip crease draw back. Feel your tailbone pull back, feel the top of that right leg lengthen, and reach through the crown of the head. Don't let your chest soften down just yet. Let's take 3 more breaths here. And then on your next inhale, we rise. Bend into that front leg. Hips are still square. Lift the back heel. And then arms can stay forward or you can send them back. Reach through the crown of the head. Lift the back heel, warrior 3. Square your hips off. Press through that heel and reach through the crown of the head, holding for 3, for 2, and on 1, left foot comes down next to the right. Press into that left heel, reach the right arm down, and the left arm reaches overhead. Side body stretch. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, hands through heart, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, plant your palms, step it back, down dog, or take a vinyasa. When you're ready, inhale to the toes. Once again, look to the thumbs, hips stay lifted. Exhale to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift and lengthen. Exhale, Utkatasana chair pose. Hands through heart, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, step your right foot back now, rise, warrior one. Square into those hips, let your tailbone draw down, and square into your shoulders as well. Lift up through the arms, feel all that nice length. And then exhale, tip forward, option to send the arms back. So press even more into that back heel. Feel the arms drawing the shoulders down the back. Reach through the crown of the head. Inhale, lift the arms back up. Exhale, let's find a twist over to the left to reach through the fingertips. Inhale, back to center. And then exhale, let's straighten the leg, fold forward, pyramid pose. Lift through the chest, pull the tailbone back. Feel the top of that leg lengthen and hug the left hip crease back. On your next inhale, gently rise, lift up, bend back into that front leg, and then lift your back heel, squaring into the hips. Exhale, arms can stay forward or reach back, press off the back toes, tip the chest forward, warrior three. Reach through that right heel, reach through the crown of your head. And then lower your right foot down next to the left. Inhale, lift up. Press that right heel down, stretch through the right arm. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, hands through heart, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, step it back. From here, let's all pause in our high plank. Now we are going to work on our side plank, Vashisthasana. So you can either lower the left knee down or roll to the outer edge of that left foot. Keep your legs engaged, flex through the toes, lift through that right arm, lift the hips. Feel your side ribs hugging in. Holding here for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower the right hand down, come back high plank. Now, if you'd like, lower the right knee down or roll to the outer edge of your right foot. So I'll demo with the knee down on this side. Lift through that left arm. Engage through your feet. Lift those side ribs away from the floor. And then lower the left hand down. Option to take a vinyasa. Let's all meet back in down dog. On your next inhale, let's send our right leg up and back. And let's step that right foot now to the outside of our right hand. Back knee can come down, so finding lizard lunge. Now, if you'd like, hands can come to that top thigh as you sink the hips forward. Or if it feels better to bring the hands down, you can do that as well. Optional roll to the outer edge of that right foot, letting the knee open up. Pull the chest and hips forward. 3 more breaths here. And then bring that right foot to ground back down, heel toe. Your foot back between your hands, curl the back toes under, lift the back knee. Now, you may need to step your foot, that back foot in a little or extra challenge. Avoid doing that and try to ground that back heel down. Let's find that pyramid pose once again. Maybe an extended stretch through the legs. That right hip may feel a little more open. Now for a little fun, draw the right hand to your hip or reach it up towards the sky for a twist. Imagine your inner thighs are hugging together, like there's a magnet pulling them towards one another. And then look down, release the right hand down, and step that back foot in just a little bit more. Inhale, rise, warrior one again. Exhale, find your twist. Reach the right hand back, left arm forward. From here, that left arm stays reaching forward. Lift your back heel so your hips are square. We're pressing off those back toes, finding revolved half moon. So that left hand can come down, your right hand can rest on your hip or stay lifting up, but your hips are square. Imagine you're trying to balance something on your lower back. Holding here for 3, for 2, and on 1, challenge yourself, square off the shoulders, bring that left knee forward, stork pose. Woo, almost there. From here, let's find a figure 4. Take that left ankle to the right thigh. Hands can come to heart, or we can reach them down, stretch through that left hip. Take 3 more breaths here. And then bring the hands back to heart. Release that top leg, stand tall. Inhale, lift through the arms. Exhale, hands through heart, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, step your right foot back now, and let's heel toe that left foot out wide, lizard lunge. Back knee can come down or stay lifted. You're welcome to roll to the outer edge of that foot. Hands can stay on the thigh or lower to the floor. Keep pulling the hips forward, let them sink. Find a little more length. And then let's ground that foot down, heel, toe, the left foot back between your hands, the back foot. We'll ground down and we shift the hips back, finding that pyramid pose again, getting that nice stretch through the left leg now. Reach through the crown of your head. Find a little bit more length. Feel that back heel get a little heavier. And then let's find that twist. So the right hand stays grounded, left hand comes to your hip, or you reach it up. Holding for 3, 2, and on 1, look down, lower the hand down. Let's bend into the front knee. Maybe you step that back foot in a tiny bit and lift back up, warrior 1. Let's find that twist. Left arm reaches back, right arm forward. Look over that back shoulder. Find a little bit more length through the arms. And then lift the back heel. Look forward, just about in front of those left toes. And we lift that back leg, tip forward. Flat lower back, flex through that right leg. Right hand reaches down. Left arm can rest on the hip or reach up. We're here for 5 breaths. Keep reaching through the crown of the head. And then square off the shoulders, hands to heart. Bring that right knee forward. Whew, stork pose to figure 4. Fold forward, hands come down, pull the hips back. Bring the hands back up, release that bottom leg or top leg, lift through the arms. Exhale, hands through heart, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, step it back, make your way to down dog, however you'd like. Find a little bit more length through the tailbone. Press down into the fingers. Let's inhale the right leg up and back, lead with that heel. Exhale, step it forward, spin your back heel down, rise, warrior 2 now. So as you sink into that front heel and the front hip, press down into the back hip a little bit more. Square your shoulders off, and then I want you to look over those back fingertips first. Reach through the fingers. And then look over the front. Feel your shoulder blades soften down the back. Inhale, lengthen forward. Keep your tailbone low and reverse your warrior. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, now find side angle. So you can do elbow to thigh or hand reaching down. That top arm can reach up, or maybe you take a half bind, resting it to the low back, possibly finding that right hip crease. Feel the left ribs draw back, right ribs draw forward. Press a little more into your back heel. Inhale, rise. Straighten that front leg and reverse now. So lift out of that front hip. Inhale, come back through center. Option to heel toe that back foot in as we come into Trikonasana. So that front leg, we're trying to keep it straight, but if your hamstrings feel tight, give it a little bit of a bend here. You can always work to straighten it. Right hip crease draws back. That left heel presses down to help lift the left hip. And we tick-tock the arms. Focus your gaze on your top hand, reaching up and growing the fingertips, helping you lift the torso. Now maybe you begin to straighten that right leg a little bit more while still spinning that right inner thigh up. Soften the shoulders. Lean the chest back like there's a wall supporting you. Inhale, look down, gently rise, bend into the front leg and reverse. From here, come back through. You have two options. You can windmill the hands down into a standing split. Or if you would like to try half moon, we already did its sister revolved half moon. So right hand forward, left hand to hip. Keep a soft bend in that front knee, but keep your right hip hugging into the midline. So from there, we lift that back leg, flex through the toes, and lower the right hand down. Option to lift that left hand. Work to stack the shoulders. Find a little bit more length through the crown of the head for 3, 2, and on 1, let's all find standing split. Lift that left heel. Lower the left foot down next to the right. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, step it back, take your vinyasa of choice. On our next inhale, we are going to send our left leg up and back now. Exhale, step it forward. Back heel grounds, we rise, warrior 2. So from here, really make sure that that front knee feels comfortable over your ankle, and make sure your back heel is pressing in. Open the arms, look over the back fingers, and then take your gaze over the front. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Feel your tailbone reach towards that front heel. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side angle. Now notice my top ribs drawing back. That back heel keeps pressing in and my hips keep softening down and my outer hip keeps drawing in. I can either bring that right arm up or rest it to my low back. Let's hold here in our side angle for 3 more breaths. And inhale, rise, straighten through that front leg. Come back through center, option to heel toe that back foot in. Keep that front knee soft, reach through the fingertips, lower the left hand and look up to the right. Press down into the heels a little bit more, maybe begin to straighten through that front leg. Lean the chest back. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, rise, bend into the front leg and reverse. Come back through center, and again, your choice, standing splits or half moon. Right hand to the back of the hip, press off that back foot and lower the hand down. Holding for 3, 2, and 1. All find standing split. Lift that back heel. And right foot comes down next to the left. Let's find a long forward fold here. So either Padahastasana, which is hands under the feet, toes to our wrists, or Padagustasana, that grip around our big toes, bending into the elbows and bringing the ribs to our thighs. Lift the sit bones a little higher. And release the hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. From here, let's step the feet back and lower to the knees. From here, we're going to find a back bend. We'll take Ustrasana pose. So you want to start with your knees at least hips width apart. So take those knuckles, place them between your knees. And then we are going to take our hands about where we'd have pockets on our jeans. So let those palms be nice and wide. If that doesn't feel comfortable, do gentle fists at the lower back. Hug those shoulders together, shoulder blades together. Hug the elbows together. Hips press forward. Inhale, lengthen the front body, lift the chest and chin. So feel the front body and the back body lengthening equally. Keep all that length as you lift the chest, lift the gaze. Begin to look up, look back. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1, begin to draw the chin in, realign the spine and the body. Sit back into either a child's pose or hero pose. Close your eyes and rest the spine. We're here for a couple breaths before we come back to our back bend again. One more time, coming on up. Hands to the low back, fists or flat palms. Lift through the crown of the head, draw the tailbone down, press the hips and thighs forward. And then begin to gently keep that length as you draw back. Maybe you find a little more option to curl the toes under and reach for the heels with your hands. And slowly come out, sit back, child's pose or hero's pose. Again, if you'd like to separate the heels and try to get your sit bones between them, go for it. And let's all close our eyes. We're taking 5 full breaths here, and I want you to feel that breath filling your lower back. All right, from here, we are going to come into frog pose. So frog pose is knees wide, toes pointing away, and your knee and ankle are in line with one another. So you can walk your hands forward. Hips pulling back is a little more. Hips pulling forward makes this pose a little easier. Let those inner thighs open up. And then from here, we're going to transition into pigeon pose. Now, if pigeon pose doesn't feel comfortable for you, you can come onto your back into a figure 4. We're gonna walk our hands over to that right knee, our right heel draws in, and our left leg lengthens, and we lower our hips down. Square into those hips, press down into the top of that left foot, and you can let your head drop. Gently lift the head, walk the hands in, and then let's come back into frog pose. Two more breaths here. And then from here, we'll walk our hands over to that left leg. Left knee draws forward, right leg lengthens, and we find our head coming down as we square into those hips. Let's walk the hands in. We'll bring that right leg forward and come onto our backs. So from your back, I want you to bring your knees in. Hug the right knee in, send the left leg long. Inhale, open up that right leg. And exhale, find a twist. You can look over that right shoulder. You can even bend into that left leg and reach for the foot with your hand. Feel the lower back continue to soften. Come back through center and let's switch it out. Bring that left knee in, right leg long, and find our twist. And again, if you'd like, you can hug that right heel in. Look over the left shoulder. Ground down through both shoulders, though. Gently come back through center, release your legs, and let's find a happy baby, rocking gently side to side. And then take the feet together, knees wide. Breathing into all the space in the lower back and the front body. And then gently release your grip. Release the body, coming onto the mat for your Savasana. Closing the eyes, or maybe you want to sit up and enjoy a meditation with me. So your choice, either seated meditation or long laying Savasana. Let's all close our eyes. Begin to soften the jaw. Separate the teeth. Begin to send your awareness to your right toes, the top of your right foot, the sole of your right foot, your right ankle, your right shin and calf, right knee and back of knee, all four sides of your right thigh, letting the whole right leg relax. Send awareness to the left toes, the top of the left foot, the sole of the left foot and ankle, the left shin and calf, front of the left knee and back, all four sides of the left thigh, letting the whole left leg relax. Release the glutes, soften the hips. Feel the low belly soften, lower back soften. Feel your ribs soften. Feel the chest and sternum soften. Feeling the back body soften as well. Feel your right shoulder soften. Right tricep and bicep. Right elbow. Right forearm. Wrist. Palm. Back of hand and all the fingers on your right hand. Feel that whole right arm relax. Soften the left shoulder, left tricep and bicep, left elbow, left forearm, wrist, palm, back of hand, and all the fingers on the left hand. Letting the whole left arm relax. Feel the throat soften. Feel the face become soft. Feel the crown of the head get softer as you bathe the scalp in relaxation. Sitting here, feeling the weight of the body holding you down, in the most comforting way possible. Letting this be your time to just sit with your body. Let's begin to bring our awareness back to our body, back to the room around us, the air around us. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Stretch out the arms and legs. Finding just a little more space in the body before drawing the knees in, rolling to your favorite side, and making your way up to a seat on the mat. Once you've found your seat, bring your hands together at heart and take a moment here to thank yourself for setting aside this time today. And allow me to say thank you for sharing this time with me today. As always, it is a pleasure and a privilege to guide you, so from my heart to yours, namaste.